Hi guys.
Hi.
Yeah, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Intentional Favor. So if you are new here, thanks so much for tuning in. On this channel I share my life experiences on issues pertaining to faith, lifestyle, studying abroad. I also do a little bit of vlogging. So if you like to join this family, please hit the red subscribe button and also hit notification bell so that you get notified each time I upload a new video. So that's by the way. As you can see, I'm not here alone as always. I have a special guest here. Yeah, she is Gold, the golden lady here. She's here to talk about studying nursing in the UK, and I'm sure you will really enjoy it. So just a brief introduction. I've already told you her name. She is Gold. So tell us your nursing background, stuff like that.
Well, my name is Gold, as you people know. I just finished my adult nursing course. So hopefully sometime this summer I'll be getting my NMC pin.
Wow! So that's a great achievement.
We'll see how the journey goes from there.
Yeah, you can see, so you can tell that she has loads of experience. That's how many years?
3 years.
3 years, guys. 3 good years she has spent studying nursing in this country, and you can tell that she has every experience, every tip that you will need as far as applying for a nursing program in the UK is concerned. So sit back and relax. Let's jump right into today's video. Alright guys, so nursing in the UK. I don't know what your questions are. I wish this is actually a live video. It would have been more interactive. They ask their question, you answer. But don't worry, I'll be your voice, and I hope we address every question that will be in your heart. So Gold, assuming that, okay, I'm in Nigeria, I'm somewhere in Asia, I'm wherever, but not UK, and I want to apply for nursing at undergraduate level, of course. What are the things you think I should prepare when concerning application now? So what are the things I need? Just talk us through all we need through the application process.
So first thing first, you have to know nursing in the UK is divided into 4 parts.
Okay.
So you've got adult nursing, so you'll be working with mostly adults.
Okay.
You've got children's nursing or child nursing, so you'll be a pediatric nurse,
Okay.
specializing with just kids. You've got learning disability nursing, so your specialist area will be people with learning disability. I believe it's both children and adults. Anything concerning learning disabilities, you'll be the person. And then you've got mental health nursing, and as the name implies, you'll be dealing with people's mental health.
Yeah, I think that's the most popular. People are really going into it now.
Yeah, to be honest, with mental health nursing, you're paid a bit more compared to other.
So maybe that's why
types
people
of
are going
nursing,
for
yeah.
it. Yeah.
Your start salary is just a tad bit more.
Okay, yeah, sorry to
No,
for
it's
that
okay. It's
diversion.
okay.
All right,
It's
so
okay.
carry on. Yeah.
So you need to know what aspect of nursing you want to go to. Generally, I advise people to go for the adult nursing, because adult nursing, I believe you're a bit more diversified, because you touch in other fields of nursing.
Okay.
If you have, like, say I'm an adult nurse, if I wanted to go into mental health, I just have to do like a couple training in the specific to mental health, and I can do mental health nursing.
All right.
Say I could also work with kids, so I've seen a couple of my friends have done their nursing, and they've gone on to work in neonatal units, which is like babies.
Yeah, babies. Yeah.
God bless them. I couldn't do it. So I just feel personally that adult nursing gives you more of an option. You have a wide range of growths. I think personally, if you did adult nursing.
All right.
Oh, sorry guys, I forgot one more nursing, and that's midwifery. So you're dealing with, has the name implied, pregnant women or post or prenatal women. So that'll be, your maternity nurse basically.
Okay, so that means we have 5 of
Five,
them.
yes.
Oh, great. So that means that's the first thing. Just decide which one are you coming in for.
Yes.
It's a major decision, I think, and it will help. So when you're applying, will they ask you at the point of application which one you want? Oh.
So each university has a different application for the different aspects of nursing you want.
Okay.
I mean, some university will say nursing, but I think in your application form you have to specify like you want this field of nursing.
Okay.
But yeah, you have, because you go for a nursing interview, so you go for an admission interview, and your interview is tailored to whatever type of nursing you want to do.
All right. That's good. So apart from the application, you also do interview.
Yes.
Oh wow, that's interesting to know. Maybe in a separate video we'll talk about the interview. Maybe you'll give tips on how to scale through the interview, since it's actually part of the application process. So when you now apply, how do you take it off from there? Do you just what are the basic things you need? Do you need experience or whatever?
So basically, first thing first, when you want to apply, you obviously need to go to Ucas, and then you need to open an account. I believe you pay for it. You pay, actually it shouldn't be more than £30. But I'm only speaking on this, I don't know, 3 years ago. So I don't know how things have changed.
Yeah, and I applied through Ucas for my program, because some of the universities I applied to, I had to apply via Ucas. So I did. I think you have option of applying to up to 5 schools. So guys, I'll film the video when I talked about Ucas. So maybe I'll leave the link. Yeah, you can check it out. I've already talked about Ucas before now. So it can give you an overview of what Ucas is. Maybe you are wondering what is Ucas. So just go ahead, yeah.
So for your nursing application, you need to meet a criteria for a certain number of Ucas points. But the basic requirement is you need your GCSEs. And then for my people in West Africa, you need that means it's your WAEC. And I believe now a lot of universities take NACO. So, they take NACO now, I believe.
That's good.
So, but I think it depends on the university. So, it's a matter of you contacting your university directly to say, do you guys accept my NACO? But everyone in the UK takes your WAEC.
Oh, great. Okay.
So, for your WAEC, you need your basic 5 subjects, which is your English, your maths, your biology, your chemistry, and your physics.
Good.
For your nursing. So, you must have at least minimum of a C.
In all of them, right?
Yes, to meet your Ucas points, at least for those 5. Obviously, like the remaining 9 subject is essential, but those 5 are really
the major ones.
Yeah,
I think it's similar to Nigeria, definitely, because in Nigeria too, you need the 5 subjects too. All right, so just the basic thing that you know about, when it comes to your WAEC or whatever, depending on the country you are watching from, basically just the equivalence of GCSE here in the UK. That's basically what they require from you.
So if you wanted to do your nursing, then you'd be probably looking at what is called a foundation degree. And your foundation degrees usually 6 to 8 months, depending on the university you're doing it for. And some foundation degree, actually I did a foundation degree. Mine was in biology and chemistry. And then I went on to do my biomed as my first degree, then my nursing. So just depending on the university you're going, each foundation degree is usually targeted to the course you want to do after. So you have to make sure that your foundation degree will be valid if you went on to do your nursing. So you need to look at what kind of foundation degree am I doing. There are different, you need to ask that question. You wouldn't just apply for any foundation degree. Don't be shy, go online, make inquiries, send that inquiry form and say, tell me more about this foundation degree. I want to move on to do my nursing. If I did this foundation degree, is it valid? And then another thing you need to be aware of, sometimes if you do your foundation, say in one university, it might not be acceptable for nursing in another university. So you really, really need to dig, read around, ask questions, because it's a lot of money. You're still paying international fees for your foundation degree. So you want to get your money's worth.
Exactly. What else should we know with our WAEC? Then what else should we have?
You need a reference. So usually
reference.
universities will ask you for 2 reference. So the standard is to get them from your teachers while in secondary school. But for those that have finished secondary school a while back, that's okay. You can get from your boss if you work. You can get, if you've got a private tutor, you can get a reference from your private tutor. You can get from your doctor. You can get from your mentor. You can get from your pastor.
Wow, so like basically anybody, but I think not a family member.
Because it's a character reference, so anyone that can speak on your character, it cannot be your family member, especially if you guys have the same surname. That's really frowned upon. So just anyone that can speak on your character and testify, that can be a character weakness for you. That's who you need. You need 2 references. The reference is selling on your character, speaking on who you are. So obviously before you choose anyone as your reference, you have to make sure that they know they know to expect that they'll be getting, an email from this university about you. Obviously, we're all like, as we Africans, fraud is everywhere. You get spam emails every time. So they just have to be on the lookout for that email.
Very important,
they just have, know. Obviously, you also need someone that will actually not give you a malicious reference. That's very important because I've heard of cases where, people would ask someone for a reference and the person would give them a bad reference.
And you wouldn't want that, so no.
You wouldn't want that. That will ruin your application. You want a good reference and, from someone reputable. It's not like any Tom, Dick and Harry you'd want giving your reference. So, like I said, your pastor or your imam for my Muslim brothers and sisters, just anyone of good character.
But however it is, the point I think you are trying to drive at is make sure that the person is willing to give you a good reference and the person will write maximally, because believe it, that's one thing that they need. They don't know so much about you. They believe in that reference. Whatever it's written there, they take it that it's what it is. So that's why it's very important that you look for someone that will give you a very good reference, sell you out well, say nice things about you, which of course you should have, but it is very, very important. Speak with the person and let the person be in expectation of that email and let the person check the email regularly. If not, they might send you, the person will not know, and your application
there's a time frame for these applications, to be honest. And some universities have waiting lists for their nursing. So when you make your application, everything needs to be snappy. You've got to be on top of it. Time is of the essence. Another thing is for your nursing, another thing you need is your CV. You need to dust your CV up. You need to polish it. You need to update it. You need to say if your CV have any gaps. You need to make sure you're explaining why there's gaps in your CV. Because some people, you get questions sometimes, depending on your university, depending on who's doing your interview for you on your CV. So if you say you've worked here, there, sometimes they'll be like, I've seen on your application, you said you've worked here. Tell me about your experience while working there. So, even if you're going to, whatever you do on your CV, just know your CV like the back of your hand. Because you might get quizzed on it. Another thing for nursing is your personal statements. Your personal statement is an opportunity to sell yourself. So what I mean sell yourself is an opportunity to tell the university about you, about who you are, what you're willing to do. What in nursing, what they are looking for is people that we term as lifelong learners. So you have to be willing to learn, read more, develop yourself. So in your personal statement should reflect that. Your personal statement should also reflect your experiences in life. So if you've had experience in the healthcare industry, then don't be ashamed to put that in. So you might even tell a story. Sometimes they like to tell, if you do your research, they like to know what inspired you to go for your nursing.
Exactly.
What's your inspiration to be a nurse?
Yeah, you have to say it and not just say that you are interested in nursing. Yeah,
why?
exactly.
Like, what pushed you?
Exactly. So guys, I already made a video on personal statement, as you may know. Yeah, so in case you are really confused, you don't even know, because I know sometimes people are really worried about personal statement. What is it? What should I write there? It's something simple. Just tell yourself. All right. I also leave the link. Yeah, you will see the link for that particular video, well detailed. As a matter of fact, I read part of my personal statement in that, and nice. It was really explanatory. So check that out. So you know that you need your CV. So talking about the CV now, please, I want to ask, do you really need work experience? Like, is work experience a prerequisite or a requirement for you before you apply?
I mean, even in the UK, kids have, while in secondary school, you still get the work experience when you're 16. So I would say work experience is essential, but at the same time, it's not that essential.
All right, so it
just depends on the university you're applying for.
Okay.
It's looked upon favorably, but it's not a must.
All right, yeah, because I know for my program it's a must. You need to have experience in health and social care, at least 3 months in the, like for UK. I know from other countries like Canada it's more, so that's why I asked that question. All right, so I think it's something that you should really be preparing. So not necessarily a nursing experience, but definitely what you've been
work
doing.
Experience is, especially if there's that little gap between,
exactly.
You have to have shown that you feel that gap
doing something
productively.
being productive. That's the word. Being productive. So for someone that just left that just left high school, you just left secondary school, I don't think there will be much expected from the person as regards work experience. But for someone that left secondary school for years now, all right, so I think you really need to cover up for that gap. What have you been doing? And it's also important even for visa application. It's very important. You need to cover.
I mean, even people that have left secondary school, except maybe if you've just finished in July and then you're starting in September, fair enough. But if there's been a few months, you need to have, feel, because that's a gap in your CV. So you need to speak on what you've done with that month. It can be that, you've been volunteering in your church, whether it be like, with the children's section, helping with the kids, helping with something. You just need to have been productive. And I know with the COVID, that won't be easy. Obviously, I'm sure a lot of universities have made allowances just due to COVID, because last year, like the 16, the kids that are 16 that would go on work experience, they weren't able to do that work experience. So, there's been that allowance made just due to the pandemic and the way the world is. That's understandable for people that have just finished secondary school. So I'm hoping that universities will be very picky on that. Yeah,
exactly. And guys, you can see that the word volunteering, that's one thing that I know that is not common in Africa, but here it's a lot. People volunteer and it's valuable. The same way that maybe your work experience enhances your CV, your voluntary work experience does that too. So just try. We are not used to it, especially Africans. We are not so used to voluntary work because all we want, we after money. But when the money is not coming, and even at your spare time, you can just volunteer. It's something that will actually enhance. So look into that. Try as much as possible. Be a volunteer. Sometimes you just need to talk about little things you are doing. Like if you're an active member of your church and you do something, put it in your CV. They value that
because that's volunteering. I mean, in the UK they'll tell me as like charity or something.
It's like charity.
But volunteering, it's very, very, very favorable. Like me, for my nursing, I worked as a healthcare assistant, so I had them years of experience, so that was helpful for me. But I know a friend of mine, she worked in a special school for kids with learning disability, and she volunteered there. She wasn't paid. So, and she went on to do her learning disability nursing. So that was a very good highlight in her CV. And part of what motivated her was stemmed from that experience in her voluntary service
to now going
to nursing and like specifically learning disability.
That's good. All right, moving on. I think you've had a degree before this. So did that have any effect? Did that have any effect on your application? Do you think they consider the fact that you've already had a degree before now? or it didn't, right?
No,
so
it didn't, because the requirement for the course was clear cut. It was GCSEs. That was my requirement. I would say the only effect it had is I didn't need my IELTS.
Oh yeah.
But I believe now some universities would take your WAEC English.
Yeah, they do, right? And the reason why she said she didn't need IELTS is because she had a first degree here already in the UK, not because she had a degree elsewhere. Then she didn't need it. Yeah. So sometimes, as an international student, they might require IELTS from you. Yeah. Ask the university. There's one thing that people don't know. Most universities here, they are easily accessible. Just send them email. They reply. There are people, that's their job. Okay. So when they come in the morning, all they do is to check the emails and do what they reply. So do that. Just ask them questions. Feel free to ask questions. Any university you are interested in, email them and expect a feedback from them. So do you think there's any other thing we need to know about applying for a nursing degree in the UK that we've not covered so far?
There is a nursing you can apply directly, but that's what we call graduate entry nursing. So the nursing degree I did was the undergraduate one, which is the 2 years. I'm sorry, the 3 years nursing.
Yeah.
While the graduate entry nursing is just 2 years, and I believe not every university offers that. Just specific universities, but So when you're done with this nursing, you'll be ending up with a master's degree. But it's a very intense, packed course. You know, I have a friend that has done it, and it's honestly it's taxing. So if you're going for the graduate nursing, you wouldn't have a lot of time for personal life.
Yeah.
Or like working on the side.
I can tell. Social work. Yeah, masters in social work.
Yeah, it's very condensed, very packed. It's mentally draining. I mean, nursing in general is mentally draining, but to condense it in 2 years,
I think that's exactly what we do. Yeah, for social work, masters in social work is exactly what undergraduates do in 3 years, compressed into 2 years. That's why it's. I can't say more than that, but like it's a lot. It's a lot. You know, recently I put on my status. I told people that if you struggle to stay awake, you sleep a lot, and you want to, fight that, you don't want to sleep often, migrate to the UK, apply to study masters in social work, and sleep will be far away. I mean,
even your nursing, like actually the 2 years one, I'm telling you, sleep will be far away, because like my universities, we've got like essays or piece of work due every other month. So, you're constantly kept busy. In between, you've got tests, essays, you've got placements, you've got deadlines to meet. Honestly, sleep will be far from you.
It will, definitely, yeah.
Your personal life sometimes take a toll. You won't be as free as your friends who may be doing psychology, for example, or doing other courses. True. You will miss a lot socially. It's almost guaranteed. I mean, even your Christmas, you have the 2 weeks off Christmas. You're thinking, oh my God, I'm starting placement. Or usually you have exams in January if you're September cohorts.
Yeah.
So when everyone's having fun, chilling in Christmas, you're reading. And with nursing, you have to be up to date with like your policies, and you just have to be up to date with everything. It's a lot. If you don't like reading, you're in trouble, because reading is a must.
It's a must. You can't escape it, right?
You can't escape it. Your knowledge has to be there.
So the masters, the graduates one you talked about, who can apply for it?
So anyone with a degree. I believe it's more favorable with people that have done a life science degree.
Okay, life science degree. So not just any degree, right?
I think people with any degree can enter. Can apply for it.
But it's not.
But it's more favorable for people that that have life science degree or like a psychology degree. But to be honest, I do know of a gentleman that did a business degree. That applied for it.
Wow, did you hear that, guys?
He had experience in the healthcare industry.
Exactly. Yeah, very important.
Yeah, he worked a couple of years as a HCA, which is a care assistant.
Yeah.
So, and with the graduate entry, it's only very few seats for that. And I'm not going to lie, a lot of universities do not offer it for international students.
Oh.
Because you get like a bursary, and international students don't get bursary.
No.
So usually they leave that for
home
students that get bursaries. But I think I know of maybe one university that offer it as international.
Okay.
But they stated that you have to, because you won't be able to work.
Yeah.
So one of the reasons a lot of universities don't offer it to international students is because the financial burden is a lot. You know, you've got your placements, you're going to be traveling, you've got no time to like work on the side for your, you know, to help or top up your earnings. So they always warn about the financial burden it is on students. So that's why most universities don't offer it to students.
Yeah, and I think
financial burden.
If not because of that, maybe that would have been the best pathway for someone that maybe the WAEC has exceeded 10 years. But I think you just need to get your facts right, guys. Ask the uni that you're applying for. It's always written there. I remember even when I was applying for my master's in social work, there are some universities that categorically said it's not for international students, and I can tell why, because it's so demanding, and of course you don't get bursary. The home students, they get bursary, we don't. So I think maybe it's because of that financial commitment, you see. But of course, I wonder why it's so. Are they trying to say that international students, they are not capable financially to put up with that? Yeah, we can. We never can tell, but that's by the way. Yeah. So I think that is it, guys. I don't know if the questions you have in your mind as regards studying nursing in the UK, if they are all answered, but maybe, for instance, if they are not, you still have some questions, just leave them in the comment section, and I'll find a way of either bringing her back here to address it, or get the answer to your question from her, then give you the reply, or who knows, we might go live based on this topic, depending on how interested like people are about that. So that is it about studying nursing in the United Kingdom. It's pretty easy, to be honest. You can see that, right? Just the basic thing that you need, assuming you are in Nigeria, your WAEC, but of course personal statement. We don't do personal statements in Nigeria. You don't apply with your CV, you just, you know, write jump and all those stuff. All right, so it's that easy. I want to believe this has encouraged someone. So if not you, maybe you know someone who wants to study nursing abroad, maybe your cousin, maybe your niece, maybe your nephew, whoever. Encourage them, even if they are leaving secondary school, because I used to think that for you to apply for nursing, that maybe you need to write A-level. Yeah, that's one assumption I've always had. Maybe you are like that. You think that you need to write A-level. You've had it. You don't necessarily need A-level. With your WAEC, you can apply. With your GCSE equivalent, depending on your country, what GCSE equivalent is, you can directly apply. You don't necessarily need an A-level to apply. So I think that says it all, guys. So please, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, like it, share it, leave comments. Please, if you've not subscribed to my channel, please, I beg you to subscribe to my channel. Loads of contents are coming your way on this channel. All right, so good. Thank you so much for this opportunity. Thanks for your time. Nothing is not easy, stressful, problems here and there, yet you found this opportunity to come here and share this wealth of knowledge. We really appreciate it. Thank you. For having me. You're welcome. All right, guys, till I see you guys in my next video. Stay blessed, remain intentional, and take care of yourself. Bye. Bye.